Alright, so welcome guys to another MLB The Show 21 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24, and today it's Friday, so that means we've got some new content update as well as new Tops Now moments, which we'll be getting to in a second here. But first, I just wanted to explain something. So, yesterday, which was Thursday, there was no stream. And the reason for that was because I found out that one of my friends, who is a Twitch partner actually, he decided he's going to stop streaming. And it made me think about like my future streaming as well. And so I kind of thought about it, and when I think about it, it kind of gets, it really makes me doubt it. So I just needed yesterday to take it off to take off to be able to just think things through, and but I can assure you that I will continue the stream. There's not going to be any problem with that. But moving forward, there's definitely going to have to be some changes. So, for one thing, I talked about my schedule, the whole, what do I plan on doing today? So for the most part, it's going to stay the same, except except Wednesday and Thursday are going to change. So Wednesday I would do Conquest Mode, or Wednesday I said I would do Conquest Mode, Thursday I said I would do Showdown. We're going to flip them, and we're also going to take out Showdown and put in the event. So it'll be the event on Friday, and Thursday will be Conquest. I think it's just better if I do all online for the first couple days of the week, and then the last two can be focused on offline Diamond Dynasty, and then Saturday can be franchise mode. So that's what the biggest change moving forward will be, but I assure you I'm going to keep streaming because I have too much of a passion for this game to want to do anything else. So I'm going to stick with this, and I just hope that you guys continue to support me. It really means a lot to me that you're able to, watch my videos on YouTube or come in here and watch me stream. So, now, with all that rambling on about that, let me show you some of the new things here. So the biggest new thing here is the Bruce Sutter program. So looking at this card in general, yes, he has a very high hits per nine, as well as an extremely high Ks per nine, and a pretty decent home runs per nine, but the velocity is lacking. Only a 60. Bruce Sutter is not going to be a very good pitcher. It's your birthday? Oh, well, happy early birthday to Show Bros. How you, you say in 11 days, so what's that, Memorial Day? Or no, that's June 1st. Your birthday's on June 1st? What's up, Ty Cap? How you doing? We're just checking out the Bruce Sutter card right now. Overall, the good thing about it is that there are the strikeouts per nine, the hits per nines, and the home runs per nines, but the velocity is seriously lacking. And if this is going to be a closing pitcher, I don't know if I would personally put him in my lineup. Yours is June 3rd? What's up, F&G? Okay, so we got Ty Cap is June 3rd, and the Show Bros is June 1st. All right, sounds good. Look at that. You two get to send out happy birthdays. That's when Ty Cap is saying it's his birthday, June 3rd. So overall, rewards are pretty much the same for Bruce Sutter. The whole subs, show packs, and then the card once you do everything. So all the moments are here. I expect the 10,000... Excuse me? $10,000? And where would you expect me to get that kind of a card? $10,000? You. Let me go ahead and get into the whole, Steve Cohen's going to give me some money. All right, well, if Steve Cohen gives you money, then you could go for it. But for me, no, not $10,000. I don't, you know, I mean, I have heard that Mexican songs were being played at your game. What? What does that mean? I'm just gonna try and strike out for walk-up songs. But I don't play baseball, so that doesn't make any sense.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tyler.
Why would I have walk-up music if I don't even play baseball? Strike three, sit down. Yeah, I think he was joking to show bros. That's all good. We all like to pull each other's legs around here. Strike three, sit down. So now I just gotta get one more and then we're done with this. I actually like the pitching moments. Like, to me, I think it's a lot better than doing the batter's moments. Because, like, the batter's moments, those can take forever. Who's the guy you comment? Oh, his name is Michael Pagano. He goes by, that's his Twitch thing. He was a partner on Twitch, and he decided that he wanted to just give up on streaming. Which is a shame because I actually enjoyed his content, but he just decided that it wasn't worth it for him anymore. Which is what I was saying at the beginning of the stream. I was saying that got me thinking about my future as streaming for, you know, MLB The Show. Because lately it's been hard. You know, I haven't gotten so many people in my streams lately. And I'm not really growing here. I'm just getting like I'm just kind of stagnant at this point. Not that there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being stagnant, except submit it, then I want to hear it. Oh boy. That sucked. Good thing there are no, attaboy Rizzo, I think, right?
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio.
Oh, well, you got plenty of time. I think you're going to be able... You said you were 500 away, right, Hi-Cap? You're 500 away from the Southern accent? Yeah, believe me, once you redeem it, I'll be sure to do it. Don't worry about that.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joey Votto. 0-1. No touchdown.
Check two. Come on. Gotta get him on the splitter here. Ah, no! I was 2 strikes away and he freaking grounded one. Ah, what a jerk.
Leading off to Cincinnati, the second baseman.
So, yeah, it's just a shame to see my friend stop streaming. But I mean, ultimately, that's a decision he's got to make on his own. And he chose that he didn't want to do it anymore. Now, I think it had to do more with the fact that he was just getting frustrated by online play and everything. And I totally get that. That's why I'm not playing online. I hate playing online. No, they're going to say what? Oh, shit.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
So, I just, that's why I focus offline, because offline is not going to piss you off as much as online would. You know, but unfortunately not a lot of people want to watch streamers who play offline. They want to see people who compete online. Which, I mean, that's fine. But I think it's more relatable if I were to stream offline and say, hey, this is how you can build up a great team, and you don't have to spend money, you don't have to compete online. All you have to do is just play the game. We can all play the game.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting to the red. Number 12.
So, but it takes real skill to play online. Real skill. Because these are other players that you're going up against who you know, also play online a lot. So I just do this to show you guys how you can build the best possible team without having to go online. But anyway, like I was saying before, you know, the pitching moments, like these pitcher programs and everything, I love doing these over the batter programs. Because the batter programs, it's like, it can be very frustrating. Because you're going to have to do it multiple times, most likely, unless you're a god at hitting and you basically just know how you're gonna get a home run on the first pitch you swing at, or whatever. So, unfortunately, this one's being rather frustrating because the Reds decide they want to hit. They want to hit well. Strike three, sit down. Now, am I going to use this card? No, not really. You know, yes, it has a high walks or strikeouts per 9 and a high hits per 9 and everything, but the velo is not there. It's just not there. Strike three, sit down. 3 to go. Hopefully they'll leave me long enough to be able to get these strikeouts. I have yet to encounter a moment where the CPU or the AI is like, yeah, you know what, we're going to take you out now. So that's a good thing, but, you know, strike three, sit down. Who knows if that'll continue or not. Especially since Sutter is about to get low on energy here. Because like I said, the Reds just decided they wanted to be a good hitting team. Strike 3, sit down. One more. One more, maybe I can make one more inning. Or one more and then I'm done with this. But if not, then I'll likely have to go to the 9th inning in order to be able to do it. Strike 3, sit down. Let's go. Don't even have to go to the 9th. Hell yeah. Alright, save one game, but don't give up a hit. Two perfect innings. Oh, shit. So, even though I won't use Sutter, I just love doing the pitcher-player programs.
Leading off in San Francisco, the right fielder, Dynasty.
Strike 3, sit down. Even though I don't need strikeouts at this point.
Second baseman, Tommy.
Okay, that works for me. The less pitches I have to throw, the less energy I'm going to have to use.
The first baseman, number 9,
Brennan Belt don't scare me. Unless he hits a home run, in which case he does scare me. Oh, okay, good. Well, it was a foul ball anyway, but even still, like... Oh, God, seriously, the AI can be so annoying with this. Stop, either strike out or get a base hit. Thank you! Strike 3, sit down. Holy crap.
leading off for the Giants, the third baseman, Evan Longoria.
All right, just 3 more outs. God damn you. God damn you, Evan Longoria. Okay, at least we're gonna get that. Whew. Let's suppose he okay. I mean, I would not honestly be opposed if Posey here decides he wants to... If he wants to ground out or fly out or strike out here, in fact, I welcome it. There you go, Chris Bryant. Ooh, by the way, guys, you know, there's a lot of talk about the trade deadline already and what the what teams should be going for. I think for the Mets, there's no doubt that they should be going for a third baseman. And I've seen a lot of Met fans say that they want to see the Mets go after Chris Bryant from the Chicago Cubs. I just don't think that that's possible, mainly because the Cubs, I think, are going to be competitive. You know? They still have a solid squad. Why would they want to give up Chris Bryant, you know? So, if anything, I think Chris Bryant is off the table. But you can look in the same division and take a look at Eugenio Suarez. Okay? Suarez is a great bat. Okay? Subpar fielding, but whatever. That could be worked on. But ultimately, you need that. And I'm sorry to J.D. Davis and everything for, saying that he needs to be replaced. I don't think he should be replaced. But if there's one key area that the Mets are lacking in right now, it's third base. So if anything, trade deadline, if the Mets can't get Chris Bryant, if he's not available, then why not go after Eugenio Suarez? I don't think the Reds are going to be competitive. I think they just got lucky last year with getting into the playoffs and everything. But I don't think they're going to be competitive this year. So why not take someone like Suarez off the table? Or take Suarez, try to make him into a better fielder, and then you have a solid third baseman right there. And then if Conforto and Alonso and Lindor can turn it around, then this Mets team is going to be tough to beat. So, if anything, if Chris Bryant is not available for the Mets, then I say go after Eugenio Suarez. I think that the Braves, or not the Braves, the Reds are going to be willing to part with Suarez. But we're not at the trade deadline yet. That's not until July. We still have plenty of time to see how this season goes. Maybe the Mets are sellers because they're cellar dwellers. Who's to say? Who's to say what happens? Although they obviously took a very key series against the Atlanta Braves this weekend, which was good. That's what the Mets needed to do. Yes, it would have been nice to have swept the Atlanta Braves, but the important thing was that they get out of Atlanta with the series win. And considering that they've had this injury bug plaguing the entire team, now it's gone to Pete Alonso, that he's on the 10-day IL. I mean, the fact that this team even took 2 games against the Atlanta Braves is pretty good. So, I mean, maybe this is the kick in the butt that these Mets needed. Look, Tomas Nido was key in that series against the Atlanta Braves. Tomas Nido was so crucial to them. I would honestly not be surprised if in next week's Tops Now moments, he ends up getting a Tops Now card. Strike 3, sit down. It would not surprise me. In fact, I would encourage that. But do I see him getting a mid-80s or mid to high 80s card? No. I probably see him getting a low to mid 80s gold card. I would say that's pretty reasonable for Tomas Nido. So, Nido was obviously crucial in that series. He was. Which, if I'm James McCann, I'm worried about that. Yes, James McCann threw out, who was it? In Wednesday night's game that they ended up losing, James McCann threw out a runner at third. If I'm McCann, I'm worried because Nido is performing with the bat, but McCann is performing with the glove. I don't know. What happened to Lindor's hair? It's so bad? Dude, you got me. You have got me because I have no clue either. Strike 3, sit down. you know, I don't think the change in the hair color has really done anything for Lindor. I don't know if he thinks that somehow that being superstitious will help him get out of his mojo, because it won't. At least I don't believe that. You know, he just needs to be better at the bat. Yeah, I know it's green. It's the wrong color green, though. It needs to be like vomit green, because that's how bad it is. I don't know. I don't know what Lindor is honestly thinking by changing his hair color. But I can tell you if he felt that was gonna help him get out of his mojo, I can already tell you right now that's not happening. So, alright, last moment in the Bruce Sutter program. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Just save the game.
The second baseman.
I don't know. I really have no idea what Lindor is thinking. Like, I can't understand why he thinks it's cool to go ahead and smile every time he strikes out or gets out. Like, douchebag, you're supposed to be the top hitter. You're supposed to be one of the top hitters for this team, and you're smiling about grounding out, not getting on base. If I'm you, I'm not smiling. I'm pissed. I know Met fans are pissed. Met fans don't want to see Lindor smiling, because that might as well just be a slap in the face to him. Ha! I've got $341 million over the next 10 years, and all I can do for you guys is just strike out. Ha! Great. Glad you're slapping us in the face here, Lindor. We just gave you a nice big contract. Promised you that you would be a face for the franchise, and you're pretty much throwing it back in our face. Maybe this is why the Mets are not the Yankees. Like, the Yankees are obviously, like, they make good signings. You know, Giancarlo Stanton, I really hate to admit it, but they make really good signings. Giancarlo Stanton, AJ Burnett, and CC Sabathia were key for them winning the 2009 World Series, although it didn't work out afterwards. But I mean, in the long run, in the short run, they got their 27th World Series. So the Yankees are smart with their money. When it comes to the Mets, though, I mean, first of all, we don't have that money, and when we do have that money, it ends up blowing up in our face. Johan Santana, Pedro Martinez, although Pedro had a good couple decent years for us, but he didn't, he just wasn't that pitcher we thought he was going to be. And if you only get one playoff appearance in 2006, and that goes to the ALCS, not to mention that team had a lot of signings too, with Carlos Beltran, Carlos Delgado, Moises Alou, and all those guys. Sean Green, I believe too, Paul LaDuca. So it just always seems to be like a slap in the face for the Mets every time we try to make a big signing. Even Jason Bay was a big signing for us. We gave him a lot of money, and he doesn't even work. He was terrible with the bat. I don't know what it is with the Mets and their signings, but they just don't have the luck like the New York Yankees do. As much as I hate to admit it.
Leading off for Long Island, the center fielder,
But then again, I was always someone that never liked the whole idea of signing players to big contracts. I've always been against that. I prefer if teams just build up their own players and sign those players to long-term deals. Like the Mets, building up Jeff McNeil, Brendan Nimmo, Conforto, Alonso, all those guys. I'd rather see the Mets do that than try to go out and sign big name free agent. Oh, well, I'm glad you're happy, but I'm not happy. I mean, I don't say that about the Phillies. I don't say, oh, well, I'm happy when the Phillies players are sucking. Although I don't hate the Phillies as much as I hate the Yankees. The Yankees, yes, I definitely love to see them suck. Which is unfortunate that their bad streak came at the end of April, and now they've been hot ever since.
The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
But whatever. I guess whatever makes you happy, right? It's not like the Mets are sucking. I mean, again, they're leading the division right now, albeit all the rest of the teams are terrible right now, but it's still, they're leading the division. They just took two out of 3 games against the Atlanta Braves in Atlanta. And they did it with a team without Jeff McNeil, without Pete Alonso. Well, they had Pete Alonso, but without Michael Conforto, without Brandon Nimmo, without Jacob deGrom. They took that series. They took 2 games. And that's all. And honestly, that's all you need. The team. Because you don't like the fact of what you don't. Are you saying because they're good, or are you saying because? Oh no, you're saying because of Tommy La Russa. So I'm assuming this has to do with his ball play, him going against his ball player in that one game. I mean, I have to look and see what exactly happened. From what I understand, it's a whole sportsmanship issue. And, come on, guys. This is baseball. Okay? It's a tough sport. People's feelings get hurt. What, you think that you think anyone's trying to show sportsmanship to the Baltimore Orioles right now? No. Because if that were the case, the Orioles would be going for the World Series. But they're not. Who cares about sportsmanship? I thought we put this debate to rest with Fernando Tatis Jr. Seriously. Let them play. If they want to be sportsmen, if they want to show sportsmanship, fine. But they don't want to, that's their choice. Stop hating on people for not showing sportsmanship. It's stupid. Just let them play. It's ridiculous. It really is. Just let them play. Little League, that's fine. Or, Little League, if the Little League World Series is on, fine. You obviously want to teach kids sportsmanship and everything. But this is the MLB we're talking about. Who are we trying to show sportsmanship to?
Not shortstop.
Exactly. These are competitors. Not that they're not competitors in the Little League World Series, but like these are grown adults. Let them make their own decisions. Stop trying to say, "Oh well, we need to show an example." Shut up. Shut up. People can make their own decisions. Alright? So shut up.
Batting sixth, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Uh-oh. What, you think I want to show sportsmanship to the Chicago Cubs right now? No, I want Bruce Sutter.
Batting seventh,
Not because I want to use him, but because I just want to have him. It's so stupid, like what we're doing here. Why we're even debating this. I don't know why Judge has such low plate vision. Like, this guy hits home runs, but that means he's supposed to not have great plate vision? You have to have great plate vision if you're a solid hitter, no? Attaboy, Trevor Story. Think you could go to second on this one. I think I might be wrong. Nope, I'm right. Hell yeah. All right, Corbin. All right, Griffey, all up to you now. Got to get that base hit so we can drive in Story. If I didn't move my PCI, that might have been a different result. And I hate myself for that. Oh, excuse me.
The left fielder, Jason Hayward.
I wonder, should I say this out? Yeah, I probably should. Alright, another thing, guys, just moving forward. Strike three, sit down. Next week, or not next week, but Monday, I'm looking at the possibility of not doing an MLB The Show stream. And that's because my dad and I are going down to Charlotte. In fact, I think we might be leaving Saturday, so actually Saturday there might not be a stream either. Yeah, he's probably going to want to leave Saturday, so Sid the Science Kid. It sounds familiar, but I'm drawing blanks. Strike three, sit down. Sounds like that's like the character from a TV show. You got $210? Because that's for a race ticket. Actually, they're sold out, so sorry. I actually forgot about that. We got the last... I'm going to Charlotte, North Carolina. My dad and I are going to go see a NASCAR race, so... Yeah, so Saturday, likely not going to be a stream. Monday, there might not be a stream. So that's for the following. That's for this coming week. Not this Monday, but this Saturday, and then the following Monday. That's what I'm looking at in terms of in terms of not streaming. But I'm looking forward to it. We're going to go see the Coca-Cola 600, which is going to be a lot of fun. That's a race. No, I can't stream the race. I'm going to be up in Suites. And besides, how am I supposed to stream a race on Twitch when I'm in Charlotte? I mean, I could Facebook Live it, but I really don't want to do that. I just want to be able to sit back, enjoy the race, and have a good time. But we have to get all gossied up. We gotta wear business casual clothes. Like, I'm sorry, but this is a NASCAR race. Since when is business casual a requirement? I should enter the race? That's 600 grueling miles. That is a lot. It is a lot, and I don't think I could take that. That's 400 laps around a 1.5 mile track. No, I'm not going to stream it from my phone. I'm gonna take a lot of pictures though, so you can expect that if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see a lot of those photos. I took a lot of photos when I went to the Daytona 500. In fact, they're all up on my Instagram right now. And funny thing is, when I went to the Daytona 500 and I was taking all those pictures and everything, NASCAR's official Instagram page actually commented on one of my photos. So I absolutely had a 13-year-old girl moment right there. No, I'm just kidding. But I was definitely excited to see that NASCAR was paying attention to my posts. So I was very, very excited to see that. Might have taken a few too many photos, but whatever. It was a Daytona 500. Like, of course you're going to take a lot of photos on that. For that. Unfortunately, the damn race had a delay of 5 hours. So I was literally sitting there for 5 hours. What's so fun about watching cars go vroom, vroom, vroom? Well, it's something I have a passion for. Something I grew up watching. In fact, I'm wearing a NASCAR shirt right now. Martin Truex Jr. from New Jersey. I would say he's my third favorite driver. I have like 3 favorite drivers. Joey Logano for Ford, number 22. Chase Elliott, number 9 for Chevy. And then Truex, number 19 for Toyota. I just love going to races with my dad. It's an opportunity for my dad and I to spend time together. It's like a father and son playing catch. But we just like to go to races. Although he doesn't want to go to Pocono this year. I mean, hell, we've been to Daytona, now we're going to Charlotte. I would have thought that he would have wanted to go ahead and go see Pocono up in Pennsylvania, since that's the closest track to us. It's only an hour and a half away. Dom Smith is Alvarado's son, so Dom Smith is better than his dad. That's a statement I would agree with. All right, we need to get some offense going here. So far, we've only had Trevor Story with an extra base hit, and that's been it. We're in the 6th inning. This is obviously a very close battle. between me and the Cubs here. Although it shouldn't be. But that's playing on All-Star for you. Alright, I'm going to let this pitch go and see if I can get Dom Smith on, or Trevor Story on base. Fastball right down the middle. Okay, there we go.
Now back, the pitcher, Corbin Burns.
Who's Karen? Tycap, do you understand what FNG is saying right now? Because I'm kind of lost.
The center fielder, number 24, Hendrick Jr.
Go, Story, go, go, go! Attaboy, Griffey. Figures that Griffey would be the one to drive in the run.
Now back, the second baseman.
I just hope it's not the only run.
Now back,
Roberto Alomar is such a disappointment. I don't even know why he's still on my team. I think because I'm trying to still upgrade him to tier 5, so... Oh, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. No doubt about that one. That one's out of here.
the left fielder, number 2, Smith.
Oh. Really, Dom? Really? You're going to be underneath that? Yeah. Well, at least we got a home run with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Well, we got a couple runs. We got 3 runs.
Leading off for the Cubs. The left
Like
fielder,
and another thing too, guys. I'm also trying to see if I could go to a Formula One race later this year. My sister's boyfriend is really interested in Formula One, which is odd because we tried to get him interested in NASCAR, and yet he never showed any interest. But all of a sudden, like, he watches a Netflix documentary on Formula One, and holy crap, he's addicted to it. Like, oh yeah, I love this shit and everything. I was like, you son of a gun. This is basically, like, NASCAR is so much easier to understand. Strike 3, sit down. And I've watched Formula One before in the past, and I can't fathom, like, how they work this out. I really don't. Strike 3, sit down.
your attention, please.
I don't understand Formula One. I don't mind watching it, but I don't understand it. I don't follow it. But he's interested in it, and he wants to go see a race at the race at the Circuit of Americas, which is in Texas. So he wants to go all the way to Texas to see a Formula One race in October. I'm like, fine, you know, I'm all for experiencing new things. Like, I've never seen a Formula One race before. Not that they really, not that they run a whole lot of races in America. Like, Circuit of the Americas, I think, is the only one that they run in the U.S. But I'd also like to go see the Formula One or the IndyCar race at Indianapolis, the Indy 500. I want to go see that. So, but he wants to go see the Circuit of America, so I told him if we can find tickets, that I'll go with him. But he also needs to find tickets for my dad too, because all three of us are gonna go. I'm not going by myself, or I'm not going with just him. I want to make sure my dad goes with me too. So, but we're not going to get any grandstand tickets because a coworker of mine who really follows Formula One, she told me that there are none available for that race. Attaboy story. Actually, we're going to send Judge home. Perfect by Trevor Story. I mean, we've got 5-run lead. Did I need to sacrifice there? No, probably not, but too late. I already did it. Ew, Griffey, what the heck? Oh, charge the mound! Charge it! Well, we're not getting this run in, but that's okay. We've got 2 more runs. We got 2 more runs in, which is good. So now I don't need to worry about a save situation. I can just keep going with Corbin Burns as long as he does well. See, I told you we weren't going to score that run. Because Roberto Alomar sucks. Oh, I might be able to go a ways with Burns. Might be able to go the whole game. That'd be great. Strike 3, sit down.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris.
It's funny that this player program only took me an hour. I mean, the last one, the Fred McGriff one, that one took me most of my stream. If anything, that took me 2 hours. So the fact that this one only took me an hour, you know, is pretty darn great. Okay, now he's just... I think we should set him up with the off-speed pitch, or we can get him with a cutter up and in for a strike 3, sit out.
Leading off for Long Island, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Had it exactly where I wanted it, but just too early. Yeah, this is a relatively easy program to do. And once I do the top now moments, maybe I'll do the UFO conquest map. Excuse me. If I had let that go, that would have been ball 4. Oh. Oh, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is going to go deep again in this game. What a beast.
The left fielder, number 2. Dominic Smith.
Mm. That got him to back off? Shocking. He probably could have just taken the ball over to bag himself, but okay, okay. Whatever. Nice. Piazza again, get a base hit. I actually haven't even used Jason Bay since I've gotten him. Now that I think about it, like Piazza's at bat just made me think about Jason Bay, and I've come to the realization that I haven't even used him yet. Not that I'm in a rush. I obviously still want to upgrade Dom Smith because I like using Dom Smith. So believe me, I am not in any hurry to be using Jason Bay.
Now back, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Alright. Yep, they're going to highlight Guerrero Jr.'s home run. We already saw that. You don't need to worry about it, just need to get through this inning.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
I'm just surprised at this, you know. I mean, I knew that Corbin Burns was going to be good and everything, but I didn't expect him to be this good. Strike three, sit down.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Uh-oh. Okay, thank God. Why did I dive for that? I shouldn't have.
The right fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Woo! Quick reflexes there, Roberto.
The left fielder, number 22.
I may want to start getting Familia up and warming, just in case Corbin Burns can't finish this one off. Yes, I can see he's getting tired, manager. You don't have to tell me.
Leading off for the Lions, the shortstop.
Again, Familia's not going to come in now because there's no safe situation. So I don't want him in for now. But I do want him in just in case Burns can't finish this out and we end up with 3 runs or a 3 or less run late. a 3-run or less lead. What I'm trying to say. Underneath that one. Well, at least Burns is going to get his first opportunity to swing the bat here.
The pitcher, number 39, Corbin Burns.
Because for the most part, he's just been sacrifice bunting. Damn, he's got some pop in his bat. I know that wasn't a home run and everything, but he got some pop.
The center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ah. Griffey, come on.
Your attention, please. Big hitting from Sutter.
Alright, just gonna get familiar, ready and waiting. Again, just in case Burns can't, just in case Burns can't finish this off, I think he can. That's why I'm leaving him in. Oh, this is Jock Peterson. Oi! Get back there, Judge. Ah, no! No! How does that keep working for the CPU but does not work for me?
Now batting, second baseman, Nico Horner.
Oh well. It is what it is.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Strike 3, sit down.
The center fielder, number 6, Jake Marisnick.
Test it. Test it. I dare you. Alright. Burns is completely out of energy. He cannot go any further. 100 pitches ain't bad. But it don't matter, because we got him. Complete game shutout for Burns. How about that? And we get Bruce Sutter. Let's see. 20 strikeouts. Wow. Corbin Burns. Holy sh... Corbin Burns, yeah, we expected that to upgrade him to Tier 2, especially after that game he just had. It's friggin' incredible. Let's see, how is everyone else doing? Judge, he's very close to Tier 3, as is Jose Ramirez. Piazza is over halfway. Dom Smith making his way up. Griffey still a ways from Tier 5. And Roberto Alomar is very close to Tier 3. Alright, well, let's head into the second inning program. Let's go ahead and get Bruce Sutter collected. Very good. And now, we have some packs to open up. But we also have to do the Tops Now moments, and we got to do the UFO Conquest map. Which, by my calculations, that might get me to the Classic Stadium. Keyword is might. So first, let's do the tops now moments, and then we'll worry about the the conquest map afterwards. Big Bucks Lux. Gotta hit one home run with Gavin Lux. Everyone said his Future Stars card last year from ranked seasons was so glitchy. People said it was like one of the best second base hitters that you could get in this game last year.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop, Gavin Lux.
That's going over his head, but that's not going to be a home run. It's going to be close, though. It would be a triple. So we've gotten a double, we've gotten a triple. I won't be surprised if we get a single, but we need the home run.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop, Gavin Lux.
No, that time we're going to get the fly out.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop, Gavin Lux.
Please get over the wall. Please get over. No! Warning track! God damn it. I'm power swinging, so it's not like I'm not trying. And I'm pulling it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Even a simple moment like this, where all you have to do is get a home run in one plate appearance. Even this is difficult to do. And what did I tell you? We got the triple, we got the single, and we got the double. But for some reason, some odd reason, we don't have the home run. At least I'm going to get a metaphorical cycle here. Eventually, because I have to complete this moment.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop, Gavin Lux.
Oh my god, if you're telling me that I can't hit a home run against freaking Rafael Montero, that's nuts. This was the failed Mets project that they tried to shove down our throats back in 2018. I remember because I did a whole rant on it in one of my shows for radio and everything. And now I can't hit a home run off of Rafael Montero? What?
The batter, number 9.
Jesus Christ.
Shortstop, Gavin Lux.
I mean, what I could do is I could aim, and then, like, I could aim and then try to hit the home run. Maybe I'll try that. Let's see.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop, Gavin Lux.
Okay, at least that's a foul ball. You know what? Let me try normal swing. Maybe normal swing will work.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Gavin. Look.
Oh, I should update. Hold on. I'm just going to update title here. There we go. Just so nobody gets confused in case they're coming in here looking to see like how the Bruce Sutter program is supposed to be done, and yet I'm doing the Tops Now moments. So it's Tops Now moments after completing the Bruce Sutter program. Woohoo, double. I was out. Didn't matter anyway. I wasn't going to complete the moment.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Gavin. Look. The batter, number 9, shortstop, Gavin. Look.
Wait, he's a shortstop? I thought he was the, no, he's second base. I guess for this game they had him at shortstop, I guess. I don't know, but I know he's a second baseman.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Gavin. Look.
Yeah, woohoo, celebrate, except it's not a home run. Pitching moments never gave me this much trouble. Sorry, just got chills up my spine. I hate when that happens.
Up next is Dodgers. The shortstop, Gavin. Look.
Just did it again. Christ.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Gavin. Look.
Ah! Come on!
The batter, number 9.
Like, I don't know what I need to do. I tried aiming, I tried normal swing, but it's not working.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Gavin. Look.
Is that it? Could that be it? Please let that be it. Thank you. Finally. Christ, I was starting to think I was never going to complete that moment. Alright, tally 2 hits, including a home run. Well, we're power swinging. Fuentes and Fuego.
The first baseman, number 8, Josh Fuentes.
Oh, his numbers aren't even that good. 89 contact, 83 power against lefties. For someone that hit a home run against the Rockies, or not against the Rockies, hit a home run against the Padres at Coors Field, you would think he'd have a little bit more power. Whatever. Alright, well, there's my hit. Now I just need my home run. I gotta say, the Rockies must be pretty proud of the fact that they have 2 ball players that ended up getting Tops Now Moments cards. Ryan McMahon, now Josh Fuentes. Gotta be a pretty proud thing for the Rockies. Well, that was a failure.
Third baseman, Josh.
Like I said with these hitting moments, they are not a lot of fun, to say the least. Okay, well there's the hit again, but I don't need or I need the home run. Oh, I think that's enough. Let's do it! Or let's go! Finally. I mean, yeah, that was only my second attempt at it, so it didn't take me as much time as Gavin Lux did. Let's see. Strike out 6 batters. Oh, so they're not... Oh, because this... Right. I remember this. This wasn't for this week. It's not for this past week, or it's not for this week's games. It's for last week's games. Okay.
Leading off for the Orioles, the right fielder, number 31.
But yes, I did see that Kluber ended up getting a no-hitter. Yes, I saw that. I don't have, like, a lot of people seem to have a problem with the fact that a lot of no-hitters are being thrown right now. Like, chill out. When are we ever gonna get to see this many no-hitters ever again? And if anything, that's on the fault of the batters for not being able to get a hit off the pitcher. I have no problem with all these no-hitters. I just wish Jacob deGrom would throw one.
Hey.
You know, because the Mets need another one. Like we all were excited, and we as Met fans were all excited, and we were all excited and thrilled to see Yohan Santana throw the first no hitter for the Mets. But it's time we finally got another no hitter, and I think Jacob deGrom needs to be the one who does it. You know, he almost flirted with history. He flirted with history against Tom Seaver back when they played in Colorado in April. He flirted with history by nearly getting consecutive strikeouts. Strike 3, sit down, by the way, speaking of strikeouts. See how I weaved that in there? But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, talking about no-hitters and everything. Again, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's great, because I think it shows the masterclass of pitching that we're seeing this year. This is clearly the year of the pitcher. The year of no-hitters. Wouldn't it be amazing, though, if we saw a perfect game? Like, I think that's even more special. Screw you, Freddie Galvis. God damn you! I need strikeouts. Not outs. Not just outs. I need strikeouts. These bastards known as the Baltimore Orioles are not making it easy for me. Like, for crying out loud, this is the freaking Baltimore Orioles. If I could only control the fielders, I would actually let that go foul. But now I have to work hard. Again.
The catcher, Pedro Severino.
See, I don't have a problem with this kind of an out. Because at least I didn't throw 2 strikes. And ruined the possibility of getting a strikeout. I bunted and the third baseman missed it. Renato Nunez, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong on that, but that's who I believe was the third baseman. Who knows? It might be Rio Ruiz here. Ruiz, if that was you, you suck. Letting a pitcher get a base hit on a sacrifice bunt, a pop-up. Not, dude, you. All right, you know what? I'm just aiming really low because there's no way they're gonna reach it. Thank you. Strike 3. Sit down. I think that's only my second, so I need 4 more. Excuse me. I mean, yeah, it's I don't even remember what I was saying there, or what I was gonna say. I lost my trail of thought again. Strike three, sit down. Something about the strikeout. Oh yeah. I know I have a long time to be able. I have a ways to go with these strikeouts and everything. Like, you know, I have more time than I would if I was the relief pitcher. But the sooner that I can get it done, the better. So I might as well just, if you'll pardon the pun here, knock it out of the park immediately. Nope.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin. Hey.
0-1's the count. I got the count 0-2.
Please do not hit this, Austin Hayes. I really need to watch my language. Dude! Seriously, you Orioles are like pain in the asses.
So that's down.
Fine. That's fine. Sometimes you need to waste a pitch to get them thinking. Strike three, sit down. Thank you. Just to make sure, yeah, two batters.
The first baseman, Trey Mancini.
I can tell you that I'm not going a complete game. All right. Oh, I'm back on this again.
Now batting, the
Okay.
Corey Kluber.
Nope, that's a foul ball. There we go. Perfectly laid bunt. Perfect. Again, not that it matters. Really doesn't matter with these at-bats, but it's also good practice. Like, if you want to be able to figure out how it is that you're supposed to lay down a bunt and everything. I mean, this is good practice. Mother. Good.
Ball, inside.
All I just need is 2 strikeouts. Is that so freaking hard to ask for? Nobody catch that, dude. Thank you. Strike 3, sit down. Finally. One more. One more. Just need to get one more person to strike out here. Hell, it can be the pitcher.
Third baseman,
Because apparently in MLB The Show 21, in the American League, pitchers still have to hit in moments. It makes no sense. And they also have to do it in Play versus CPU and Showdown and Conquest and everything. But in the rest of the mode, no. No. There we go, strike 3. Sit down. Holy crap. Alright, next. This one, gotta hit a home run with Bobby Dahlbeck. Well, I had a good run with him in my Battle Royale run earlier this week, so that might be doable. Just have to hit a home run. As long as I can pull it over the green monster, I think I should be good. Or I could just ground into a double play here. Suppose that you should use button accuracy. I've tried that, dude, and I've had I've had bad timing with it. Besides, I don't think fielding is my problem. I get what you're saying. It'll make me better, but I don't know, man. I don't think now is the time for me to be trying it. Besides, I tried it before, and it just didn't work for me. I just kept mistiming it. Ugh, terrible. But your throws to bases will be so much better. I get that argument, but there's nothing wrong with my with me throwing to bases right now. I appreciate the advice. I'm not dismissing it. I'm just saying right now that's fielding is not that big of a concern to me. What is a concern is trying to hit a home run with Bobby Dahlbeck. So I appreciate it, but for now I'm just not going with it. Maybe I'll do it offline. Maybe I'll try it out again and see if it works. Excuse me. Oh, I am so gunned. No, I meant like a runner to home. The throws will be on point. It took a while for me to get used to, but I got used to it. Okay. Like I said, it's something that I can try maybe later on. But for right now, I just don't see any problem with it. That's all. Oh, stay fair, stay fair, stay fair. Damn. Damn. But how are you, the show bros? Are you still streaming or no? Because I haven't seen you stream for a while. He's out. That's why I didn't advance to second. I knew I wouldn't make it. You're doing good? Alright. You still streaming? Because I haven't seen it for a while. I haven't seen you stream for a while. Yeah, I do, but I have lots and lots of baseball. That's probably the most common thing I'm hearing these days is it's baseball or it's practice. So I get that. Again, I tell everyone, like, life happens, you know? I know that as soon as I have to go back to work, because I have to go back to work at some point, like in the office and everything, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream as much as I do right now. Like right now, because here's the thing, okay? I have to, in order to get into the city, to be able to work at the time that I currently work at, I would have to get up at like 3:30 to get ready, so then I can drop. Gets me an hour to get ready. Then I have to drive over to the train station, which is about 5 minutes away from my house, and then I've got to and then I'm gonna have to buy my ticket, wait for the train to come. That comes at 5:45, gets me into the city at 5:30, and then at 5:30. And then I gotta take a subway from well, not from, yeah, or I have to walk a couple blocks from Penn Station to the subway on 6th Ave. That'll take me up a couple stops in order to get ready for work. And that usually takes me like 20 minutes. So, you know, and then by the time I'm all done with work, it'll be 2 o'clock. And I'm glad I finally hit that home run. It'll be 2 o'clock, then I gotta come home, train ride and everything. And yeah, I'm gonna have to do that every day. That's why I'm saying, like, moving forward, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep streaming, because if I have to keep waking up at 3:30 in the morning every day, you know, then it's really not gonna make much sense for me to stream at the current time that I currently stream. I mean, maybe I can move it up earlier so that I'm streaming at like 4 to 7. So I can always do that. But I don't know. You know, I'm just saying, like, I get when people tell me, yeah, it's all, you know, I have practice, I have, I have school and all this. Like, I totally get that. I mean, for right, I don't have to worry about that right now. Right now, I'm okay. I don't even know when I'm going back into work. That's the thing. I've been told that we're going to start phasing in people back into the office in November, but that's about all I know. I don't know if I'm going to be going back even this year. They might just tell me to keep working. Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to be going back at all. They might just tell me, just stay home. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I would think that they'd want me back in the office. But so far, everything is working. I'm still able to do my work. And I don't have to be in the office. So why pay me for all my travel expenses in addition to paying me for my work when they can just tell me, go stay home? That's a home run. Media. I'm in media. No, don't worry. I'm in media, so you know, I'm basically responsible for newscasts. Like, I'm supposed to get clips and sound bites of news or of newsworthy events in order to, you know, to do my job and everything. Which, you know, I'm perfectly fine doing at home. They just send me the stuff, I cut it up, and then I send it back to them. Or whatever I've got, I send it back to them. Mets winning 2-1? Good. Well, this is the Marlins. They should be winning. This is a series that, if they really want to end this road trip on a good note, they need to take this series against the Marlins. Because as it stands right now, their record Their record is at 2-4 on this road trip. They lost all their games against the Tampa Bay Rays, and they lost one game to the Atlanta Braves. So basically, they need, in order for this to be a successful road trip, they basically have to sweep the Miami Marlins this series, this weekend. Yeah. But that's just an opportunity for the players that are coming up to the majors. It's an opportunity for them to go ahead and show that they deserve to be on the minor league or major league roster. Oh, I am so gunned. How am I not gunned? Or how was I not gunned? Wait. Okay, I need a home run here. It's going to be tough, yes. Oh, wow. I asked for a home run, and I get a home run. Ask, and you shall be given. And it shall be given. Excuse me. Yes, it will be tough. No doubt. But. I think, if anything, the Mets can do it against the Marlins. I'm sure that whole series in New York from April, I'm sure that's still fresh in the Mets' minds. The fact that they got no offense with Jacob deGrom pitching, and the fact that all it took was a Grisham home run in order to give the Marlins the win, I think the Mets are going to be out for vengeance on that one. Everybody just go home. Like I said, that works for the CPU, but it don't work for me.
Leading off for San Francisco.
You know what? What am I doing? No, we're going to restart. I'm going to restart, and I'm going to score these runners.
Now got it. Catcher, Jacob. Going.
There we go. Much better. So,
Up next to the Pirates. The right fielder.
but now's the time for the Mets to step up. These minor league players, they want to prove that they deserve a spot on the roster. Here's their chance. Do it right here, right now.
The third baseman, Steve Ryan. Hey.
And considering how much this offense has struggled so far this season, I mean, grand old opportunity. Show that you can hit better than Michael Conforto or as much as I hate to say this, Francisco Lindor, J.D. Davis, although J.D. was having a good season up until he got hurt.
1 and 2.
You know? I mean, look at Tomas Nido and think about how key he was in that series against the Atlanta Braves. Especially the first two games. He was very crucial. So I'm sure that's going to make Luis Rojas look at James McCann and say, you know what, you're not performing offensively like we want you to. Maybe I ought to give the spot to Tomas Nido because what we need right now is offense. You know, James McCann, he's great defensively. We saw him throw out that runner for Atlanta at third. We saw him do that. But other than that one home run that he had against the Philadelphia Phillies, which, by the way, I was at that game when that happened. So I've seen James McCann's only home run so far this season. He's been subpar. Seems like a common theme for the Mets right now. Subpar offense. All right, the show bros. We're going to have to do that once I finish up the moment here.
Now back, the left fielder, Ryan. Good win.
Oh, I'm also going to have to get the closing pitcher up and warm. Oh my god, this Pirates bullpen is trash. Now that's an insult to trash. It's dog shit. Yeah, I gotta go with Todd Frazier.
Your attention, please.
Wait, I thought Todd Frazier was a free agent. What is he doing on the Pirates? They signed him?
Frazier.
Weird, I didn't see anything about that. Okay, whatever.
Now back, the second baseman, Adam.
To show bros, do I have you as a friend on PlayStation? I don't know if I do or don't. Okay, I just didn't hear about it, that's all.
Up next to pitcher, the shortstop, Kevin Newman.
Okay, I just didn't remember if I did or didn't. Do you want to be the home team or do you want me to be the home team? Alright. Let's finish up this game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
Ricardo, you better be decent.
Rodriguez.
You can? Okay. Oi, I thought that was going to take... I thought he was going to be safe right there. With how much time he took to gather himself and friggin' throw the ball. Thank God for 19 speed, right?
One ball, two strikes.
Nice.
Now batting, second baseman, Mauricio Dubon.
Off the plate, ball one. One and one. Ball.
Hmm.
Count is 2 and 1.
Strike three, sit down. There we go. Completed the moments. That didn't take too long either. Just under an hour. Happy about that. Ooh. We're going to have to save this for the end of the stream here. I mean, I'll open this. No, actually, no. Okay, so I need to select 2 here. I'm going to go Escobar and Dahlbeck. And then for this, Gavin Lux. Alright, let me go ahead and set up that that game to show. Let's see, where are you? Let's go Mets 86, right? That's you? It says you're offline. Okay. All right. Six innings. Guess pitch is off. Balks are off. Good. Oh, you appear offline. Okay, but you're actually online. Okay. Damn, you've really grinded ranked seasons. Oh, that stinks. We can't play in my stadium. So we'll play in Shea. Uh, let's go. Best of luck to Show Bros. Ooh, you got my trout. Oh shit, I might be in a bit of trouble here. Just a little, just one thing to Show Bros. If in between innings, like when we're about to go to the next half, you could just hit X immediately to skip to the next inning. I'd greatly appreciate that because I don't want to have copyright on my channel, especially when I upload this to YouTube, because it's like a pain in the ass to have to copyright and everything. Thank you, I appreciate it. And you know what, man? Go ahead and oh shit. Go ahead and put your link in the chat so that it appears, so that everyone knows that you're a streamer too.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 24.
Woo!
Batting third, the right fielder, Mike Trout.
Just put it in the chat. Copy the link to your channel, and then just paste it in the chat here.
One ball, two strikes.
I don't have strike three, sit down. I don't have Nightbot anymore, so you can put links in here. Although, again, just stick to your channel for right now. Because I want to help you grow as much as I can. Albeit, I don't know how much I'll be able to help you grow, but every little bit helps, right? Jesus Christ. Stever! You got Prince Fielder.
Nope. Ball.
God damn it.
Batting fifth,
I'm surprised you went with these unis instead of the Mets alternative unis. You know, the black ones from 1998. They're actually not alternative. I apologize. They're the throwback ones. Seaver, okay, can we please just try to locate something here? Oh my fucking god.
2-0.
Nope, of course not. Tom Seaver stinks. Or at least he stinks when I use him.
catcher, Mike Piazza.
Seaver, you suck. See, this is exactly the same problem that I had last year with Seaver. That's why I didn't want to use him in either online or offline. He just stunk. Thank you, the show bros.
Leading off toward the line, the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ooh, good sinker middle in. Oh, crap. That would have been a nice double. Sinker middle in.
Batting second, the second baseman, Roberto Alomar. Batting third, the first baseman, Vladimir Williams. The second baseman, Ryan.
Hold on, Disho Bros. Hold on. There we go. So yeah, that's everyone. That is the Show Bros link. So go check him out on Twitch. It's a really cool streamer. Oh, I don't even have to move for this one. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. You've been supportive of me. The least that I could do is support you. Again, I don't know how much it's gonna help. I certainly hope it helps a lot.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting, Dominic Smith.
You know, but every little bit helps. Oh, you hit the opposite way. Nice.
The batter, the left fielder, Byron Buxton.
That's ball three. Count 3-0.
You know, walking Buxton may not be the worst thing in the world.
The center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, I need to take out Seaver because he's just stinking from me. Stinking it up from me right now. Of course, I shouldn't have gone with a slider up and in.
Mike Black.
X, X, X! Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for Walter Chapman.
Ew.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Mike Piazza.
Sinker down and down it in. God damn it.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez. Oh, okay. I mean, I got one there, but you know what? Whatever. Doesn't matter anyway, because Ramirez just got thrown out. Tom Seaver, you're out of here.
The shortstop, Ernie Banks. Your attention, please. Now pitching, Kenley Jansen.
That's a ball. That's in. Ball two. That's out.
Alright, at least you cut that off, Griffey. Hold them to a single.
Now batting, the first baseman, Frank Coon. The batter, the catcher, Mike Piazza.
Double play, very nice. Already an improvement over Tom Seaver, for sure.
Leading off for Long Island, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
That's count 0 and 2. Ball. That's the side.
Alright, at least we made contact this time. So I guess that's a positive, considering how this game has gone so far.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Ugh.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Kenley Jensen.
Just wanted to try something different there. Because so far I wasn't having much luck swinging. So figured try getting a bunt to get a hit. Obviously that didn't work out.
1-1.
Now batting, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
0-1 is the count.
The pitcher, number 53, Walter Sutter. Your attention, please. Now coming in.
Oh, Christian Yelich too. Oh, great. Because that's clearly what I was looking forward to. That right there explains why. Oh, I know that Jansen's getting tired. Oh, I know that.
Byron Buxton. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Lee Smith. By my accounts, this looks like the 95 overall Lee Smith.
Leading off for the Lions, the center fielder, Ted Griffey Jr.
Ugh.
Now batting, the second baseman, Roberto
Yeah, not even close.
Alomar.
And of course it's Roberto Alomar who gets the first hit for me. God damn it.
The batter, the first baseman, Vladimir
Oh yeah, my first hit. Woo!
Jr.
And look at that, I got another hit. Hooray! Now where was this offense in the first inning?
The left fielder, number 2, Dominic Smith.
Where was this? Maybe we'd have a run or two. Probably not. Yep, strike 3.
Now batting, the catcher, Mike
God damn it.
Piazza.
Ah, snared.
Leading for the All-Star, the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Your attention, please. Now pitching, Jerry Bonilla.
count is 1 and 2.
Strike 3, sit down.
Now back, right fielder, Mike Trout.
Count 1 and 0. Ball that now.
Now back, shortstop, Ernie Banks. Leading off for Long the third baseman, outside, Ramirez.
Mm. You threw a forkball right over the middle and I didn't take advantage. Threw another one and I ground out into the shit. God damn it.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
0-1 the count.
Yeah, at best I would have grounded out there. A perfect line out to center! Hooray! You know what was funny in the MLB the Show community Discord, I saw someone do like a command for Ramon. He does it's like perfect command perfect, and Ramon says that the swings or a perfect usually lands you a hit 90% of the time, and they said lies. I'm very, very inclined to agree with them. Because if that were the case, that perfect should have been a base hit. I could argue that it should be more than that, but uh-oh. Come on, get to... It's 75%? 75% sucks. I don't even think it's that high. I would say it's oh shit. I would say it's more like a little above 50%. Too bad, Familia's finishing this out. Whether he wants to or not, that's up to him.
Your attention, please. Now coming into pinch hit, Jason Dominguez.
Oh well. Something warning me about something for PGA Championship, and it's like I really don't care. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Whew.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
John Franco.
Now pitching
Love it.
Franco. Now coming into pinch hit, Nelson. Drew.
I'm really hoping that I eventually get John Franco. And especially great that Lindor went down to a gold. So now the only expensive diamond for the Mets is Jacob deGrom. So that's a good thing. And if I get deGrom, then I don't have to. Then I could probably just finish out that collection and get Franco. But one step at a time, right?
The center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh, wow. I thought maybe it would have gotten past you, but good recovery there.
Roberto Alomar.
Wait, dude, what are you doing? If you're... Look, dude, I don't want you to go easy on me. You played me tough all game. I mean, I appreciate it, but... Uh-oh. Oh, okay. For a minute there, I thought I was gonna get disconnected or whatever, and I don't want to get disconnected. That's not how I want to finish out this game. I don't want you to go easy on me, man. I want you to play me like you've been playing me all game. You don't have to make it close. If I get my ass beat, I get my ass beat. That's just the nature of the game. GG's. GG's, you played well. Oh, you had Paul Konerko on your... Oh my god. Thank God this was not a 9-inning game, because I think if we had eventually got there, you could have used Konerko and it'd be a long night for me. All right. You know what, guys? It's a little past 8:30. I don't think I'm going to do the second inning conquest map tonight. But I am going to buy a headliners pack and open up the rest of these packs here. So, what do you say we open the headliners pack first? Ooh, we got a gold. Jose Abreu. I'll take that. Hold on. Let me go lock in Abreu. So now the only gold that I'm missing is Tim Anderson, not to mention Liam Hendricks. Once I get those two, then I can go for Paul Konerko. What's up, thanks? How are you? Just open up some packs here. Just did a game against the Show Bros. Unfortunately, you just missed it. We just ended it, but he beat me. He beat me pretty good. Now we're just looking for some diamonds here. Yeah, I thought so. All right. Come on, show packs. Give me a diamond. I haven't had I told you. Yeah. Yep, I pulled him out of a show pack. Up, Syracuse Mets jerseys. Yep. I'm hoping I can get the same kind of luck here. So far, not so good. because I'm getting a lot of duplicates. Oh, there's my silver, but he's a duplicate too. Jose Alvarado. Come on, diamonds. Where are you, diamonds? Show me them diamonds. I got the live series pack from this. What live series pack? Oh, you got. Oh, okay. Nice, man. Yeah, I pulled Judge a while ago on stream. I don't remember how long ago it was, but I got silver. A lot of these are just duplicates at this point. Which means I'll make some money. Or make some stubs. Come on, give me them diamonds. Ugh, they suck. Alright, last show pack. No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh well. That's the luck. That's the luck sometimes. You know, sometimes you end up getting what you want, other times not so much. Let's see. Next up should be the Classic Stadium show choice pack. I don't know which one I'd go for. I guess I'll just have to see. So that'll be next. Just want to make sure that I haven't forgotten anything else here. Nope. Alright, guys. That's going to do it for me. Thank you to thanks. I'm so sorry, man. But I'm calling it a stream. I'll tell you what. Tomorrow I'm streaming franchise mode. If I somehow manage to finish that before 3 hours are up, we'll do that game. If I don't, I'll save that for Monday. That'll be the first thing that I do on Monday. I'm sorry, but I'm calling it a stream here because I don't want to do another. Yeah, next time. But anyway, guys, that'll do it for me. Thank you to everyone who tuned in, even if it was only for a moment. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a very happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel and you turn on notifications. That way you know when I post these streams. I should be posting this one tomorrow. It might happen while I'm streaming, so we'll figure it out then. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitter at JeffreyWarner3. The link is in my About page that's underneath the stream here. So go click on that link, give me a follow. I'll always tweet whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch so that every time I go live, Twitch sends you an email. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be the franchise mode with the Mets. If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be the 4-game series against the Philadelphia Phillies. So that's going to take that might actually take the whole stream, take up the whole stream. We'll have to see. Maybe I can manage it that it's not or it's not taking up so much time. So I hope you tune in tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Yes, I stream in the afternoons on Saturday, so 2 p.m. Eastern. I hope you'll tune in. Until then, have a great night and have a great start to the weekend. Bye, guys.